Hey guys, today I have a little bit of a shorter video. I just wanted to talk a little about how the closed Paludarium ecosystem reacts to spring, because quite a lot has happened over the past few weeks, mostly in the terrarium part. Most noticeable is the wild strawberry that has grown tremendously and has been forming a lot of buds. It has pretty much been cloning itself. Strawberries reproduce in two ways. They do it with flowers and seeds, and they do it via budding, which is what we are seeing happening here. The strawberries right now are really happy with their living conditions because of spring. The days are getting longer, which means they receive more light, and the temperatures are rising, which they find favorable. But the higher temperatures have another effect on this closed paludarium. More water from the aquarium section is evaporating, but it can't leave the closed ecosystem, so it condenses on all sides of the glass, including the glass lid, where it forms large drops. Those drops of water eventually fall back down, some in the aquarium and some in the terrarium. It's basically raining inside the paludarium, now more than ever, because of the higher temperatures. That means the soil in the terrarium is quite wet. So, all the plants have more water, more light and higher temperatures. And right now, these are ideal conditions for the strawberry plant. A good time to make more of itself. The mother plant starts by forming stolons, or runners, which grow away from the plant horizontally. At the tip of the runner is a bud. At some point, the stolon stops growing and the bud develops into a new strawberry plant by growing roots, stems and leaves. It happens quite often that a new stolon grows out of this newly formed plant, sometimes even before leaves are formed. In this way you end up with a whole string of young plants. Some of the stolons and young buds in this paludarium are growing underwater, and the strawberry formed a bridge across the water to the land on the other side, where a young plant planted its roots in fresh new soil. Very exciting. After some time the stolons will disappear. All these strawberry plants that were produced by runners are genetically identical. Therefore, they form a clonal colony known as a genet. An individual from a clonal colony is called a ramette. I don't know if the strawberry plants are planted in here originally were part of such a colony. But if so, all the plants in here are one genetic individual. Here's the unofficial mascot of this closed ecosystem, the last mold of the mayfly larva. It's still here, despite the wet glass and the strawberries. The spider plants are also totally loving this, and are getting really big as well. The aquarium part is also undergoing some changes because of the spring. The Daphnia population seems to be rising, which is something I don't think I've ever seen in a closed ecosystem, so that's pretty exciting. It also looks like the glass is getting a little clearer, and the plant is growing in the aquarium that I never planted in there. It looks like a little stem with blades of grass growing out of it. I don't know the name though. But that's very interesting, because it means that conditions right now are perfect, and the seed or very small plant now had the means to grow. Pretty cool. I promised myself that I wouldn't use the microscope in this video, but when I saw this little worm swimming in a drop of water hanging from the top glass, I couldn't resist. So first I thought this was some sort of nematode. Then I thought that it could be maybe a baby tubifex. But I quickly came to the conclusion that it is probably an Engitreus worm. A worm that lives all around the globe, both on land and in the sea. It's also a popular live food used by fish keepers. I also saw these tiny little animals, microbes of some sort, and boy do I wish I knew what they were. Sadly I don't. They are interesting to watch though. Oh hey! Nope, not doing that. They didn't like it last time, they won't like it now. Oh well, it's a spring tale. So that's what spring did to the closed Paludarium ecosphere. I hope you liked it, because that's it for today. Thanks and bye bye.